If you're old and you masturbate, I'm sorry to tell you this. Have you ever wondered how intimate self-care plays a role in the life of someone in their later years? If you're entering the golden years and still seeking ways to stay connected to yourself physically and emotionally, you're not alone. In fact, the desire for intimacy, self-discovery, and even pleasure doesn't fade with age. But the reality of masturbation in old age is often misunderstood, hidden behind myths and societal judgments that tell us these things are reserved only for the young. Today, we're peeling back the layers and talking openly about how self-intimacy can bring fulfillment, relieve stress, and help you stay in touch with yourself at any age. We'll explore the physical, mental, and emotional benefits, dispel common misconceptions, and show you how this simple act can restore a sense of autonomy and well-being, even as our bodies change. Whether you're curious or skeptical, stay with us. You may find new insights that change the way you look at self-care in your later years. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Your support helps keep these conversations going so that we can keep bringing you topics that truly matter. Let's dive in. 1. The value of self-discovery in old age. As we grow older, self-discovery takes on new meaning. With the distractions and expectations of youth behind us, we often find a quieter, more personal journey of exploring who we are. One surprising yet significant part of this journey can be found in self-intimacy or masturbation. For many, it may feel like an unusual topic to discuss in the later years, but masturbation can bring profound benefits, both physically and emotionally, by fostering a deep, fulfilling connection to oneself. Self-intimacy in old age becomes less about physical performance and more about self-understanding. It provides a private moment of comfort, a sanctuary where one can focus purely on individual needs, away from societal or relational expectations. In these moments, individuals can explore what brings them peace and satisfaction without any need for external validation. This private act becomes a form of gentle self-care, an invitation to listen to one's body and find joy in personal time. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. It's a space where older adults can embrace themselves fully and without judgment. For older adults, maintaining an emotional connection with oneself is essential, especially in a world that often sidelines the needs and desires of the elderly. Through masturbation, many rediscover a sense of independence and control over their own bodies. This act becomes an opportunity to remind oneself that aging does not mean giving up the right to pleasure or to feel deeply. Instead, it becomes a pathway toward self-acceptance, where each individual can embrace their body as it is now, even as it changes with age. The journey of self-discovery through intimacy allows one to find fulfillment within, without relying on external factors or relationships. Beyond emotional fulfillment, self-discovery through masturbation also relieves stress, another crucial benefit for older adults. The act of self-stimulation releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that elevate mood, reduce stress, and promote a sense of calm. In this way, self-intimacy becomes not only a private act of self-expression, but a means of soothing the mind and relieving the weight of anxiety, loneliness, or even grief. These moments of release are often essential for mental well-being, especially when life brings challenging circumstances or feelings of isolation. This personal form of self-care also reinforces a healthier relationship with one's body, transforming it from a source of potential frustration or limitation into a source of pleasure and discovery. As we age, it's natural to feel less in control of our bodies, especially when dealing with health challenges or physical changes. Masturbation allows a gentle, accessible way to reconnect with the body, to understand it better, and to celebrate its capacity for pleasure. It's a reminder that intimacy, joy, and satisfaction remain within reach, regardless of age. Ultimately, self-discovery through masturbation allows older adults to nourish their emotional and physical well-being on their own terms. This practice becomes a vital tool for self-compassion, personal empowerment, and connection. In this journey of aging, where self-care takes many forms, masturbation is a quiet yet powerful way to remain connected, grounded, and in touch with one's innermost self at any stage in life. 2. Reclaiming control and autonomy through self-care. Aging often brings a unique set of challenges, not the least of which is a sense of losing control over one's body and life. Health issues, physical limitations, and even dependence on others for daily tasks can sometimes overshadow feelings of independence. In this context, maintaining a sense of autonomy becomes essential to well-being and self-care practices, especially those that promote both physical and emotional independence, can be remarkably empowering. For many older adults, masturbation is one of those practices, offering a private way to reconnect with oneself and restore a sense of control over the body. In youth, self-intimacy is often explored with curiosity, shaped by social expectations and personal exploration. But as we grow older, it transforms. Rather than being about experimentation or external validation, masturbation in later years becomes a deeply personal act of reclaiming ownership of one's body. It serves as a reminder that, despite the physical changes that come with age, certain aspects of pleasure and satisfaction remain entirely within one's grasp. This self-directed experience can be incredibly liberating, bringing a renewed sense of confidence and self-worth. For older individuals who may feel increasingly dependent on others, masturbation can foster a reassuring sense of independence. It's a private space in which no one else's needs, desires, or expectations matter. The focus is solely on one's own experience. This form of self-care provides a counterbalance to the areas of life where older adults may feel their autonomy slipping. By establishing a practice of self-intimacy, they can reinforce the knowledge that they still have control over their own bodies, even if they face other limitations in daily life. The act itself can be as much about agency as it is about pleasure. Beyond autonomy, masturbation also allows older adults to feel connected to themselves physically. This connection is especially important as age-related changes impact how individuals perceive their bodies and their capabilities. By engaging in self-care practices that celebrate physical sensations and personal comfort, they can build a positive, accepting relationship with their aging bodies. This can help ease the frustration or sadness that sometimes accompanies physical limitations, replacing those emotions with a sense of appreciation and contentment. Reclaiming control through self-care allows older adults to navigate aging with confidence and positivity. Masturbation, in this light, becomes more than a physical experience. It's a reminder of self-ownership and an affirmation of personal identity. No matter what challenges may come with age, these moments of connection and autonomy allow older individuals to feel empowered, capable, and free. It's a profound yet simple way to reinforce the notion that, at any age, we are each deserving of self-compassion, comfort, and pleasure on our own terms. 3. A physical well-being boost. As we age, maintaining physical health becomes a top priority, but sometimes the most beneficial practices are those we might overlook. For older adults, masturbation offers not only a sense of personal satisfaction, but also real, tangible health benefits. Far from being a mere act of pleasure, regular self-stimulation plays a role in supporting physical well-being by promoting blood circulation, preventing tissue atrophy, and even contributing to a stronger immune response. One of the most immediate benefits of masturbation in older adults is improved blood circulation, particularly in the pelvic area. As we age, our bodies can experience a natural decline in circulation, which affects everything from mobility to heart health. In the genital area specifically, this reduced blood flow can lead to diminished sensation and tissue weakening, a condition known as atrophy. Through self-stimulation, however, the body sends fresh blood to this area, nourishing and maintaining the tissues, which can help prevent the natural decline that accompanies aging. Enhanced circulation supports tissue elasticity and sensitivity, which are crucial for maintaining a positive physical relationship with oneself. In addition to aiding circulation, masturbation can act as a gentle form of exercise for the body, engaging muscles in ways that promote flexibility and reduce stiffness. Regular movement of any kind helps to support muscle health, which is important at any age, but especially vital for older adults who may face reduced mobility. Self-stimulation can contribute to the body's overall vitality by engaging pelvic muscles, which are essential for balance and stability. For many, it's a way to stay physically connected to the body, reinforcing the idea that maintaining physical well-being can be both effective and enjoyable. Research has shown that regular self-stimulation may also bolster immune response by reducing stress. Stress has a direct impact on immune health, often weakening the body's ability to fend off infections and illnesses. During masturbation, the body releases endorphins, natural chemicals that counteract stress hormones and promote a feeling of well-being. This release helps to improve mood and create a positive feedback loop, where reduced stress leads to a healthier immune response. While masturbation is by no means a cure-all, the endorphin release associated with it can help create a more balanced, resilient body. Together, these physical benefits serve as reminders that self-care is not just about emotional or mental satisfaction, but about maintaining the body in its entirety. Engaging in self-stimulation supports a cycle of well-being that directly impacts physical health and contributes to the overall quality of life. By taking time for this form of self-care, older adults can nurture a relationship with their bodies that fosters health, vitality, and a lasting sense of physical confidence. In the later years of life, this boost to physical well-being is both a gift and a crucial part of feeling whole, active, and alive. 4. The liberation from societal expectations. For many older adults, the later years offer a kind of freedom that can be deeply fulfilling. Freedom from societal expectations. Throughout much of life, we're conditioned to view sexuality in the context of youth, physical attractiveness, and performance. Messages from society often promote a narrow view of sexuality, one that limits pleasure and intimacy to a certain age bracket and associates self-intimacy with a sense of secrecy or even shame. But as we grow older, there is a unique opportunity to let go of these constraints and embrace self-intimacy as a form of connection with oneself, free from judgment or external expectations. In youth, sexuality is often laden with unspoken rules, whether it's about appearance, desirability, or societal norms that dictate how one should feel about self-pleasure. This pressure can lead people to overlook their own needs in favor of pleasing others or meeting arbitrary standards. However, in later life, the demands to conform to these social scripts tend to ease, creating space for a more authentic exploration of one's own desires and comfort. Masturbation in this context becomes a purely personal experience, a way to celebrate and reconnect with oneself on deeply individual terms. As older adults reclaim this private space, they discover that self-intimacy can foster a deeper sense of peace, self-acceptance, and personal connection. There's a certain beauty in knowing that pleasure, comfort, and intimacy are available without needing to adhere to societal pressures. Free from expectations around performance, frequency, or external validation, masturbation becomes a moment to simply honor oneself. It becomes a gentle reminder that one's capacity for joy and satisfaction is not limited by age or appearance. This liberation from societal constraints allows older individuals to cultivate a new, healthier relationship with their bodies and minds. They can approach self-intimacy as a form of self-respect, recognizing that pleasure is a natural, meaningful part of life at any stage. By shifting away from a performance-focused view of sexuality, they find an avenue for quiet self-care, a means of connecting with the body that is rooted in authenticity and acceptance. Ultimately, this freedom from societal expectations empowers older adults to live more fully and authentically, embracing intimacy and connection without judgment. Masturbation, in this light, becomes a personal act of liberation, an expression of self-love, and a quiet celebration of life's simple pleasures that knows no age limit. In this new chapter, self-intimacy offers not just physical satisfaction, but a renewed sense of personal freedom and dignity. 5. Navigating physical changes with masturbation. Aging brings with it a natural evolution in the body's chemistry, impacting everything from energy levels to muscle strength and, notably, sexual health. As we age, hormonal shifts begin to shape our experiences of desire, arousal, and physical response. For many older adults, changes in levels of hormones like estrogen and testosterone can affect sexual interest and functionality. Rather than marking an end to intimacy, however, these changes offer an opportunity to adapt, with masturbation providing a meaningful way to maintain a positive connection to oneself. Hormonal changes play a significant role in how older adults experience sexuality. In men, testosterone levels gradually decrease with age, which can lead to a lower sex drive and changes in sexual performance. For women, menopause brings a significant drop in estrogen, often resulting in vaginal dryness and less intense physical arousal. These changes, while natural, can be frustrating and may leave some feeling as if intimacy is slipping away. But self-intimacy through masturbation allows individuals to explore and adjust to these changes at their own pace, fostering both physical comfort and emotional reassurance. Masturbation becomes a gentle way to adapt to these evolving sensations and needs. For instance, self-stimulation increases blood flow to the genitals, which can aid in maintaining tissue health and sensitivity even as natural hormone levels decline. This practice helps to maintain the elasticity and responsiveness of tissues, allowing individuals to feel physically connected to their bodies. Moreover, masturbation allows for experimentation with new forms of touch and sensation, helping to adapt to changing physical responses without the pressure to perform or meet another person's expectations. Embracing masturbation in later years also allows individuals to become more attuned to their body's needs and limits. By dedicating time to self-intimacy, they can learn how their body responds differently now, perhaps finding comfort in slower, gentler stimulation. This understanding can help them feel less at odds with the changes they're experiencing, and instead see these shifts as part of the natural progression of life. Learning to navigate these changes through masturbation can even enhance confidence in partnered intimacy, as individuals feel more aware of their physical and emotional needs. In short, while hormonal changes can impact sexual health, they do not have to diminish the capacity for intimacy or pleasure. Masturbation offers a pathway for older adults to explore and accept these shifts while continuing to enjoy a fulfilling, intimate relationship with themselves. This act of self-care is not just a response to physical changes. It's an ongoing journey of self-discovery and adaptation, affirming that the potential for pleasure remains resilient even as our bodies change. Through this approach, older adults can find comfort, confidence, and connection in the face of aging, empowering them to embrace each stage of life with a sense of fulfillment and well-being. 6. The power of emotional release. Emotional health plays a vital role in the overall well-being of older adults, and as life brings new challenges, such as health issues, loss, or loneliness, finding reliable ways to manage emotions becomes increasingly important. One often overlooked yet impactful method of emotional relief is masturbation. More than just a physical act, masturbation has the power to lift one's mood, alleviate stress, and provide a sense of inner peace thanks to the release of natural chemicals in the brain called endorphins. Endorphins, often referred to as feel-good hormones, are released during pleasurable activities, including masturbation. When endorphins flood the brain, they create a natural high elevating mood and providing a sense of calm and happiness. This surge of positivity can be especially valuable for older adults who may find themselves grappling with stress, anxiety, or occasional feelings of sadness. Through the simple act of self-intimacy, individuals can find a healthy outlet for releasing emotional tension, allowing them to experience a lightness and tranquility that may feel scarce in daily life. Masturbation also serves as an effective tool for stress reduction. Life's demands don't necessarily disappear as we age. Instead, new forms of stress can emerge, whether it's concerns about health, financial stability, or the well-being of loved ones. Engaging in self-intimacy provides a safe space to unwind and focus on the present moment, leaving worries behind. This focus on the self allows for a mindful, meditative experience where concerns can be temporarily set aside. The release of tension that comes with masturbation not only lowers stress, but also promotes a feeling of balance and mental clarity, allowing individuals to return to life's challenges with a refreshed outlook. For those experiencing loneliness, especially after the loss of a partner or close friends, masturbation can also fulfill an emotional need for connection. It offers a private way to feel close to oneself, maintaining a link between the mind and body. In many cases, physical self-care can serve as a reminder of one's inherent value and capability for pleasure and joy, reinforcing a sense of self-worth. This feeling of connection is essential for older adults, especially when other forms of intimacy or companionship may feel out of reach. Through self-intimacy, they can find a way to honor their emotional needs without depending on external sources of comfort. Beyond temporary mood enhancement, masturbation also encourages a positive, long-term relationship with one's emotions. By recognizing and honoring personal needs for pleasure and relaxation, older adults can experience a deeper form of self-acceptance. This practice is a reminder that one's emotional well-being is just as worthy of care as physical health. Each act of self-intimacy becomes a way to respect and prioritize oneself, reinforcing a mindset that says, "I am deserving of happiness, comfort, and peace." In this way, the emotional benefits of masturbation extend far beyond the act itself. It's a form of self-compassion, allowing individuals to address their emotional needs on their terms. Whether alleviating stress, easing loneliness, or simply elevating one's mood, masturbation is a gentle, personal tool for enhancing emotional health. For older adults, this practice of emotional release serves as a reminder that pleasure, joy, and comfort are lifelong pursuits, and that nurturing one's spirit remains as essential as caring for the body. 7. The importance of balance and moderation. While masturbation offers valuable physical, emotional, and psychological benefits for older adults, like any activity, it's best approached with balance and moderation. In later years, the body requires mindful care, and overindulgence in any habit, no matter how positive it may seem, can lead to unintended consequences. With self-intimacy, moderation ensures that older adults can continue to enjoy its benefits without encountering some of the downsides associated with overuse, such as physical fatigue, desensitization, or emotional reliance. One of the key reasons moderation is essential is to prevent physical fatigue. As we age, energy levels naturally decline, and it's important to preserve physical strength for a range of activities that contribute to overall health and well-being. Excessive masturbation can be tiring, particularly for those with reduced stamina, as it requires physical exertion. Over time, frequent self-stimulation can result in feelings of lethargy, which might interfere with other physical pursuits like walking, exercising, or social activities. By engaging in self-intimacy with moderation, older adults can enjoy its benefits while keeping their energy levels balanced and reserving strength for a full, active lifestyle. Another consideration in practicing moderation is to avoid desensitization. When performed excessively, masturbation can temporarily reduce sensitivity in the genital area, leading to diminished sensations. This phenomenon occurs because frequent stimulation may numb the nerve endings, requiring increasingly intense sensations to achieve the same level of pleasure. While this desensitization is usually temporary, it can be frustrating, as it may make it harder to enjoy a natural response to pleasure. Practicing self-intimacy in moderation helps maintain a balanced level of sensitivity, allowing each experience to remain enjoyable without needing to increase intensity or frequency. Moreover, there's an emotional dimension to consider. While masturbation can provide an excellent outlet for stress relief and emotional connection, it should not become a sole method of coping with deeper feelings of loneliness, grief, or anxiety. Relying too heavily on masturbation as a primary emotional escape can lead to a sense of isolation, as it may become easier to retreat into solitary comfort than to reach out for social support. When practiced mindfully, masturbation can coexist as part of a broader self-care routine that includes social interactions, physical activity, and emotional health practices. By approaching masturbation with balance and moderation, older adults can integrate it as a healthy, positive part of their lives, free from the potential downsides of excess. This balanced approach allows self-intimacy to fulfill its role as a form of self-care and empowerment, enhancing one's quality of life without interfering with other aspects of health and happiness. In this way, moderation not only preserves the physical and emotional benefits of masturbation, but also promotes a holistic approach to aging with fulfillment and vitality. 8. Awareness of social and relational impact. As we navigate later stages of life, social connections and intimate relationships play an essential role in emotional well-being. While self-intimacy offers personal benefits, it's equally important to recognize how it might impact social relationships and partnered intimacy. Masturbation, like any form of self-care, is best enjoyed as part of a balanced lifestyle that doesn't overshadow other important sources of connection and companionship. Finding this balance is key to maintaining fulfilling relationships, reducing feelings of isolation, and preserving intimacy with others. For those in long-term relationships, masturbation can serve as a healthy complement to partnered intimacy, but excessive self-stimulation may inadvertently create distance in the relationship. When self-intimacy replaces shared moments of closeness with a partner, it can weaken the emotional and physical bond that is foundational to a relationship. While solo intimacy offers a personal space to explore individual needs, maintaining open communication with a partner about these practices can strengthen trust and mutual understanding. By integrating both shared and solo forms of intimacy, couples can continue to nurture a close bond while respecting each other's personal needs. For individuals without partners, masturbation can sometimes become a substitute for social connection, especially during periods of loneliness or emotional struggle. While self-intimacy provides comfort and relief, over-reliance on it as a primary emotional outlet may lead to unintended isolation. Social connections are vital to maintaining mental health and emotional balance, especially in older age, when feelings of loneliness can become more pronounced. Engaging in regular social activities, whether through clubs, community groups, or friendships, provides a necessary counterbalance to solo activities, offering shared experiences that enrich one's sense of belonging and reduce the risk of emotional withdrawal. Masturbation, when balanced with social and relational engagement, can be part of a well-rounded approach to emotional and relational health. Rather than retreating into self-intimacy as the main source of comfort, it's beneficial to view it as one aspect of a comprehensive self-care routine that includes cultivating friendships, pursuing hobbies, and fostering meaningful interactions. This balanced approach enables individuals to enjoy the personal benefits of masturbation while remaining connected to a community of support. Ultimately, the goal is to nurture both personal satisfaction and shared intimacy, allowing older adults to maintain healthy relationships with themselves and those around them. By being mindful of the impact of self-intimacy on social and relational life, individuals can embrace a fuller experience of connection that honors their own needs while staying engaged in the relationships that bring joy, companionship, and meaning to life. 9. Dispelling common myths. Masturbation, especially in older age, is often surrounded by myths and misconceptions that can lead to feelings of shame or concern. In reality, self-intimacy is a natural, safe, and beneficial practice when approached with mindfulness and moderation. Dispelling these myths is crucial for fostering a healthy understanding of masturbation's role in overall well-being, especially for older adults who might be uncertain about its effects on health or morality. One common myth is that masturbation in old age is physically harmful or can negatively impact health. Some worry that it could lead to health issues like heart problems or hormonal imbalances. However, medical studies consistently show that masturbation is not only harmless but offers positive health benefits, such as promoting blood circulation, reducing stress, and even supporting immune function. As long as it's not done to the point of physical fatigue or discomfort, self-intimacy is a safe way to maintain physical vitality. Another persistent myth is that masturbation will negatively impact partnered relationships, creating distance or diminishing interest in shared intimacy. In truth, many find that masturbation can actually complement partnered intimacy by helping individuals understand their own needs and preferences. For those in relationships, open communication with a partner about these practices can foster closeness and mutual respect, enhancing the shared bond rather than detracting from it. There's also the misconception that masturbation has an expiration date, or is somehow inappropriate in later life. Society often portrays sexuality as something reserved for the young, but the desire for connection, intimacy, and self-pleasure does not disappear with age. Masturbation remains a valid and valuable aspect of life at any age, contributing to both physical and emotional well-being. Older adults, just like anyone else, deserve to explore their needs without guilt or shame. By understanding and rejecting these myths, older adults can embrace masturbation as a healthy, empowering part of their lives. Approaching self-intimacy with clarity and openness allows individuals to enjoy its benefits fully, reinforcing that self-care, personal satisfaction, and pleasure have no age limit. A lifelong journey of self-care. As we've explored, self-care is a lifelong journey, one that adapts and evolves as we age. Embracing self-intimacy as part of this journey allows older adults to connect with their bodies, minds, and emotions in a way that is nurturing, empowering, and fulfilling. Masturbation, far from being something to outgrow or shy away from, is a personal expression of self-love, offering benefits that extend beyond the physical into emotional and psychological well-being. By honoring these needs without judgment or shame, we reclaim the right to pleasure, autonomy, and connection with ourselves, no matter our age. Aging may bring changes to our bodies, desires, and perceptions, but it also brings opportunities for deeper self-acceptance and compassion. Viewing masturbation as part of this holistic self-care allows for a richer experience of life, one that respects the wisdom, needs, and resilience that come with age. Thank you for joining this conversation and taking the time to reflect on a topic that deserves attention and understanding. If you found value in this exploration, please consider subscribing and sharing with others who may benefit. Together, let's continue breaking down barriers and creating a supportive space for all aspects of aging. Remember, self-care is a journey that lasts a lifetime, and you are always deserving of comfort, connection, and joy along the way.